coming up. Can the back markers get up here at Burnie? Big task. We know how good they are, but by gee. Riders, attention! On their way in the wheel race for 2020, look out the front, and Zoe Wright and Meg Lamb-Plug be the first ones to get away. I can see Meg Lamb-Plug there. Getting across there is Grace Johnson and Rebecca Blake. Then further back, a slow start there from Zoe Wright. Don't know what happened to Zoe. Then further back to the young Victorian, Amelia Mulhern. She's joined there by Eugenie O'Rourke. Further back then to Emily Walker. Then the back in the field in the green and black colours is Amy Wright, followed by Susan Stratters. Then further back then we've got Jessie Sawyer in the dark colours. On the pink bike we've got Liz Ann Wilmot. Then further back then to Amalia Langham. Then further back Isla Carr and Lilia McLennan, Lauren Perry, and the two back markers here, and Alex Manley and Georgia Baker. They go out of the straight with 3 laps to go, and taking up the running is the West Australian here in Rebecca Blake. She's got for company there are 2 other riders, Meg Lamb-Plug and also Eugenie O'Rourke, so those 3 will do turns and take a bit of running down. Zoe Wright has put the white flag up, a nice group now in pursuit, and then further back we've got the back markers, and they're starting to wind it up. They'll come around to get 2 laps to go in the Direct Edge Manufacturing Women's Wheel Race for 2020. Meg Lamb-Plug on the front. On her wheel there, Rebecca Blake, Eugenie O'Rourke. Then further back to Susan Stratters, Jessie Perry, Amalia Mulhern around the outside, and look at the rider there of Emily Walker. Look at the turn. This is the rider here of Lauren Perry. She's doing a huge turn, Lauren Perry. She's got Alex Manley on her wheel and Georgia Baker. I tell you what, they're coming like a train down the back straight. They've got to get a move on out front because the bell will sound this time. Who's going to make the first move? Because Lauren Perry did a power of work there. Alex Manley now puts the afterburners on. She's got Georgia Baker on her wheel. Into the straight. They'll get the bell this time, and it's the West Australia in Blake that leads out here. On her wheel, Lamb-Plug. Then further back to Jessie Sawyer. Amalia Langham around the outside. Here comes Manley and Baker. The back markers from scratch. Oh, what a ride from the back mark. Around the outside goes Alex Manley. Now Georgie Baker. She's about to pounce. Lizzie Ann Wilmot. Wilmot, the Canadian there. But Baker's gone for home. Georgia Baker. She'll be representing Australia in Tokyo in 2021. She's putting on a masterclass here at Burnie. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Georgia Baker takes out the 2020 Burnie wheel race. Georgia Baker getting up for second. Maybe Alex Manley just ahead there of the Canadian Liz Ann Wilmot. Amalia Langham has just missed on a place. Further back to Grace Johnson, Eugenie O'Rourke, Emily Walker. At the conclusion of the Women's Wheel Race for 2020, brought to you by Direct Edge Manufacturing. Riders, attention! On the way in the William Adams Elphinstone Group wheel race for 2020. And the limit markers there, just behind the scratch markers, that's Peter Smith and Paul Stretton. They'll come around to get 5 laps to go. So they're the ones there about to... Peter Smith is trying to get onto the back of this 5-man train, and Peter Smith will lead into the straight to get 5 to go. Then further back to Paul Stretton. But there's the leader here. This is the leader here. That is Peter Smith that leads out there from Paul Stretton. Then further back to Taylor. On his wheel, Paddy Best there with Andre Navlov, young Eli Cameron, and further back young Oliver Campbell Palmer, sorry. Then further back to Stephen Price. He's followed there by Jake Blake. Where's the back markers? Oh, they've got a huge job to do. Sam Gallagher's on the front, the Victorian sprinter. On his wheel there is Matthew Richardson, then further back to Blake Plick. Stephen Hall there, last year's winner, and Luke Platt. Here comes the leader now. He went out hard early, and he's starting to tire Peter Smith. Paul Stretton, the local rider, gets up to him. Then further back is Paddy Best. On his wheel there is Andre Navlov. Cameron Arthur. Then further back to the youngster there. And it looks like he's put the white flag up there as the rider of Jonathan Taylor. No Man's Land, Simon Price. Gallagher, he had a fall twice. He can't go on with it. Matthew Richardson does a turn. Blake Quick now. Blake Quick doing a turn. Richardson tries to get onto the back, but he can't. The pace is too quick there at the back. Coming around now, they'll get 3 laps to go, 3 to go, and the leader's coming to the front straight here now. That's the rider there of Andre Navlov, also with Eli Cameron. Paul Dutton's gone. Peter Smith's gone. Paddy Best is gone. Taylor's gone. The back markers are the only one. Stephen Hall and Luke Platt. Blake Quick can't go with them. So they've got to catch these two out in front. These two out in front here. This is a young Eli Cameron. And he's got for company there Campbell Palmer. They're going to take a huge amount of running down with 2 to go. 2 to go for the leaders here. Eli Cameron and Campbell Palmer. Then further back here, still going along nicely is Andre Navilla. Here comes the back markers. This is Stephen Hall. He's got for company there Luke Platt. And also, oh, this will be a huge job. Luke Platt, we know how good he is in the team's pursuit. He's got no one there with him. Stephen Hall can't go with him. They'll come around and get the bell. And going for home now is the youngster here in Campbell Palmer. Campbell Palmer's got a huge lead by the point. Luke Platt's the only danger. Campbell Palmer, he comes into the straight to get the bell. Further back to Eli Cameron. And here comes Lucas Platt, the back marker from scratch. You're about to get the bell. Campbell Palmer, Luke Platt, Stephen Hall down the back straight. He's not studying the tyre. Platt, he's got him in his side as Luke Platt. He's out of the saddle. Campbell Palmer, Palmer leads. Platt, he's not getting to him. Palmer, Campbell Palmer, the crowd's behind him. Platt now starting to come. Lucas Platt, Campbell Palmer, Luke Platt, Campbell Palmer, Luke Platt, Campbell Palmer, Campbell Palmer. Campbell Palmer took it out from Luke Platt. Stephen Hall will get up for third. Good prize money still on offer here. Eli Cameron, and also coming in now is going to be the rider of Timothy Taylor at the conclusion of the William Adams Elphingston Group wheel race for 2020. Oh, they missed out on John Duffy being in the final when he punched it in his heat. They did everything they could, but Lucas Platt, this young fella's been riding well, young Campbell Palmer, and he used his 360-metre mark very, very well. But what a great ride by this young fella, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Platt pushed down together from scratch. He didn't quite get there, but I tell you what, he really entertained the crowd with an awesome effort from scratch. He really wanted that one. Hails from Burnie, the family. But there's the winner, the youngster, young Campbell Palmer. I know Luke Platt is bitterly disappointed. He really came here wanting to win the Burnie wheel race. But that's what happens in cycling.